All right, Kelvin. Last time I saw you, Thanksgiving in Vegas, you didn't have this. Hey, you didn't have the smile on your face that you have right now. You were a little. You were worried about the team. What changed?
I think the concern was, that, every coach, you look at your lowest moments, and you try to go from there, knowing that that's not going to last forever. Some teams that you see in November, that's as good as it gets for them. They don't get any better. I'd rather be a team that wasn't very good. Being no good in November is not a crime. It doesn't matter. Where are you going to be a month from now? And that's what I talked to my team about, Jeff. November. We lost to San Diego State on November 30th. You should have seen us on December 30th, and then on January 30th, and February 30th, and March 30th. We got better and better and better. But the thing that got better was our kids giving. We lost Jamal Shedd, brought in Milos Juzan, and our players let Milos be who he was, and they gave him that permission. So I give a lot of credit for this team's improvement to our returning players and our senior captains, J1 Roberts and LJ Cryer.
What's it like? I just heard you kind of reflect. You're getting a little older. 69?
Yeah.
69. You turn 70 soon.
70.
You're still moving well. I saw you jumping off the dock this past summer.
Yeah.
But what's this like? It was almost like you were reflecting of this could be it for me. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm going to appreciate it.
Well, we all start somewhere in this profession. I was a 23-year-old grad assistant at Michigan State. I remember going down watching Magic and Greg Kelser and Jay Vincent and Ron Charles, Terry Donnelly, Berkovich brothers. I remember watching all those guys, Tom Izzo and I, helping Judd run his camps. And Tom's gone on to be one of the greatest of all time. And, when you get to a Final Four, anybody that is, in the twilight of their career, you don't know if it's going to be your last one. There's a good chance it will be. So you want to enjoy it, but you tap the brakes on that a little bit because you realize that, the guys that I really want to have the greatest experience are your players, because it's and I've never lost sight of that what's most important in this business is, coaches should be taking a back seat in this thing to the players, because, I've had these kids, this particular team, since the first week in June. And now we know that either –
You have most of them more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of you in this group.
That's right.
It's not a team you just threw together for a year.
No, I'm glad you said that, Jeff, because everything that we've been together with this group, J1 Roberts been a senior, and LJ, is that we know at worst Saturday may be our last day. At best, it'll be Monday. So it's coming to an end. We've taken this road as far as we could take it, and I'm glad that we're here.
All right, Cooper Flagg, you've been doing this a long time, a long time. I say I've been doing it a long time. He's one of the best, forget about freshmen, he's one of the best college basketball players I've ever seen because of the whole package that he brings. He plays so hard. I mean, you must look at him and respect the hell out of him.
The best freshman that I've coached against was Sean Elliott, Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, Paul Pierce, and Carmelo Anthony. I coached against all those guys, and I was watching him. First time I really dove into him, obviously, was Monday. And the brilliance behind Cooper Flagg is if you watch him for the first time, you don't know what he's great at, because he's great at everything. It's hard to pick this out or that out. Well, he does that, does that, does that. There's a blonde-headed guy from Terre Haute, Indiana, that played, and I kill these young guys about they never pick him as their all-time team. My all-time team would always include Larry Bird, because Larry Bird was the ultimate winner. Couldn't do that. You're right. Well, those guys there's a lot of stuff they couldn't do either, but. Cooper has a little Larry Bird. I'm not talking about skill set. He got intangibles. He's good at everything. There was not one thing that
makes
Larry
people
Bird
better.
makes people better, and he's got nasty streak to him.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah.
I love it. I love
He
it.
can play for you any day, right?
Any day. Whoever drafts him, just plan your next 10 drafts around him.
All right, last one I got for you. You know, a lot of people say your defense. You got to keep Duke in check. I kind of look at it maybe. I mean, you need both. You're going to need to defend them, but you're also going to need to score the ball against their length, their athleticism. How do you look at this?
No, you're right. You can't just say, how do we stop them? You better, they do a great job switching all the ball screens. Now, the level of the switch is different. Some are back, some are up. But being able to make decisions in the paint. The teams that have struggled against them most, you can get by them. But once you get by them, they're 6'6", 6'6", 6'7", 6'9", 7, whatever. So that becomes an issue. But, every challenge we've had, once you get this far, is Duke the best team we've played? Probably will be. But every really good team we've played this year, that was the best team we've played. And our kids have answered every challenge, and I expect them to answer this one.
All right, well, listen, enjoy. I know you are. Right. I know you're enjoying the hell out of this one, aren't you? You got your family here with you. I mean, that's the coolest part, Kelvin. You said it, and taking the Houston job. I didn't realize that, but, I wasn't going to take this job unless I could bring my family back together. Kellen got fired. Your daughter wasn't happy. I mean, this is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, and once they figured out we could proceed, my agent had said –
the nepotism?
My agent said, well, this school wants to hire you. This school wants a press conference. This school – and when he talked about Houston, I was already in Houston. So I said, check on that nepotism thing. If I can hire Kellen and Lauren, I think we can get it done.
It's awesome.